Hello and welcome to the second episode of our YouTube series. Last time we took a look at cleaning up the model and preparing it. This time we're gonna make it into a cosplay. So we're gonna be adding a helmet, some plates for the electronics and preparing for the animatronics. So with that we can just get into it. The first step to creating the plates is by adding a cube. So click Shift A, Mesh and then Cube. As you can see, this one is way too big. So you go on the side here. You can already see the dimensions of this cube, which is in meters. That makes no sense for us since our stuff is more small. So to change that into centimeters, for example, go down here to Scene, Units, and then Length, change that to centimeters. Now this is 200 centimeters. We want our plates to be stable, so around 1 centimeter of height is more than enough. With that, you can now go into the side view by clicking up here on the X. Now, find the middle of the eyeball. So, grab it with G and push it around the middle of the eyeball. Kind of like this, so the upper edge is perfectly where the middle is. Then, G again. Select the Z axis by pressing Z and type in 0.5 and a minus to push it into the other direction. This gives the iMac enough space so we can later put it on. The next part is going to be creating the actual plate. So what you're going to be doing is selecting your head model, going into solver options and selecting self intersection. This just fixes some problems that maybe occur when you do this. Then you go on this drop pin and select your plate. After that you're going to be left with this wing. Since we also want the rest of the head, not just this wing, we press Shift plus D to duplicate the file. Then right click to deselect and go back to difference here on the side and press that. With that you're basically done. All you need to do now is go on this little drop pin here and apply. Do this for the other part too. Now that you have the plate finished, we're gonna go to the second part. Let's separate the muzzle. To separate the muzzle, you click Shift A, Mesh and Cube to make a cube. Now scale it down a little bit and find a good seam to separate the muzzle. I'm gonna be putting it right around here. Now just go into the head model, go to modifiers, add a boolean, select your cube, duplicate your head model, press intersect, apply and apply. With that out of the way, we're going to be adding the second plate. Just hide your muzzle for now and add back your plate. Now go into side view and make sure it's aligned right around so your head peeks out a little bit out of the top. You can see that by clicking up here and making your viewport transparent. Now that you have that, go into the head model again, add a modifier, boolean, select the plate, duplicate, intersect, apply, select your head model, apply, and now you can delete the plate. Easy, right? Now you understand it. So, as you can see, even though it's separated, these are all still one part. That's an easy fix though. Go into edit mode by hitting tab, and with L you can select this upper part. Right click and separate by selection. Now we have two parts. We can also separate the lower one by doing the same thing. Go into edit mode again, press L on the lower one, right click, separate by selection. Now you have all three parts separated. Look at that, we're almost done already. Now just hide everything around the plate and you can see this is not really a plate. This is more like a wing. Since we want to have it like a plate, what we're gonna be doing is go here and select one of the inner edges. Let's say this red one that's already highlighted. Now go to the other side and select that here too. Now you can press F to make a face between these. Now that we have already a basic shape for the plate, we just need to make it into an actual plate. So go into face selection mode up here and select all these faces right next to it on the inside. X and delete these faces. Do that on both sides. Just like this. And also delete this upper one and this lower face. X, delete faces. Now we also still have this inside. We don't want that. So again, just press L to select it. And if you can see, some parts are not selected. So just do that until everything is selected. Press X and delete those faces. As you can see now, we have one wing. Since this would not be printable, since we don't have a face on the top and bottom, we're gonna be adding that now. Go into Edge Selection Mode, up here, press Alt and click on one of these edges. This is gonna select the whole wing, and if you now press F, you're gonna have a face. Do that on both sides, and now you created your first eye plate. Now we also have the second plate. Let's create that now. The second plate is actually even easier. We don't have to select any of the inner faces. Just select this edge right here and do the same on the other side. Now press F again to combine them. Now select the inner faces right here. And delete them. Now top and bottom again and delete the rest. With that out of the way, just add the upper and lower face. You're doing great. We're almost done for today. Since you can see we only have a plate and not really a helmet, this doesn't give us very much. Since we want to add a helmet next, we're gonna be doing that now. Hide everything you don't need right now. Basically you just need the head. Then go into the side view again, click Shift A, Mesh, and add a UV cylinder. This is very low poly. We want it to be a bit nicer. So go down here, click on that, and where it says segments, go in there and type a 128. For the wings, we also want a 64. As you can see, this looks way nicer now. Now scale it down till it looks around a bit bigger than your head. Like this. Since the helmet isn't typically a full sphere, we want to cut it down around the middle. To do that, go into Edit Mode and select something a bit over the middle. So maybe like here. Hold Alt and select these faces. Delete them, and with L again select the lower half and delete that too. You can already see this is kind of looking like a helmet. This is a bit wide though, so to squish it down, press S and X to scale it down on the X-axis. This looks good. Since our helmet is not going to be made of paper, we also need some thickness though. So go into modifiers, add a modifier and search for solidify. Add that and set your thickness to -5. Apply this modifier and you have almost a finished helmet. Since this one doesn't have anything to mount to the plate though, that's the one thing we're gonna be adding next. Go to your helmet and go into Edit Mode. As you can see, there's no apparent edge to select right now. So in Edit Mode there's this feature called Loop Cut. You can see it right here. Click on that and put an edge right here. By holding, you can actually also adjust where it's set. Let's put it right here. Now, with face selection mode enabled, select these two edges. These are going to be for the mount that mounts to the plate. Now press E to extrude, S and Shift plus Z to scale it on every axis except the Z axis. What I sometimes also do is make it more into an oval shape. So scale and X to make it a bit more like an oval. This is already looking great. As you can see though, this is more like a round edge. We want it to be flat. So that's a simple fix. Just go into edge selection mode and select this one here in the middle. Press Ctrl plus X to delete it and then select the upper one. Look around an edge and press S to scale. scale it to where it looks around straight. This is looking way better already. But like this, we won't be able to mount it. We need screws. So that's a simple thing. Just hide a few things that are in the way and go into the downwards view by clicking on this -C. Now go add, mesh and a cylinder to make the hole later. We want it to be a bit more high resolution, so type in by vertices a 64. Now, as you can see, this one is way too big and we want it to be the size of the screw. So to do that, we go into the dimensions here on the side. Now change all of these to 0.31. This is the size of a hole. We are gonna position it right around the middle. This looks pretty good. Put it here. We want this twice, so we're gonna duplicate it by pressing Shift plus D. Then move it on the y-axis to keep it on the same level and put it right around here. To make these into actual holes, we're gonna be needing to join them first though. So, to make this one model, select both, right click and join. Now these are one model. And we can scale them up at the z-axis to make them more into an actual screw. Now just move them up until you see that they pass through your helmet. Click on your helmet, go into modifiers, add a boolean, and then select your cylinders. If everything goes right and you apply the modifier, this is gonna create your first screw hole. Great job! Since we want the upper screw holes to be a little bit smaller, so the screw actually holds, we're gonna be needing to separate them again. So go into edit mode, click on your cylinder, right click, separate by selection. Now those should be separate again. Now go into your cylinder and change the dimensions to 0.28. Before you can change the other one though, you're gonna have to set the origin. Since if we change it right now, this is gonna move the cylinder. We don't want that. So right click, set origin to geometry. This is just gonna put the origin to the middle. Great. Now change this to 0.282 and make sure it phases through the whole plate. Looks good. We just need to join them again and boolean from the plate. So select your plate, add a modifier, boolean, and select your cylinder. Then apply it and you can delete your cylinders. If everything went correctly, you should now have screw holes. Congrats, you have your helmet. As you can see though, our helmet phases through the plate, but there's no hole for it. Let's get our best friend again and boolean this plate with the helmet. If you selected the helmet, you can already apply it. To check if everything worked, hide your helmet. You should now see somewhat of a hole. As you can see though, there's this little middle plate. We won't be needing that, so go to edit mode, and with L you can select and delete this. Great, we have everything prepared. This is looking amazing. The last thing we're going to be doing today is adding a mounting system for our helmet strap. Since only this helmet isn't going to keep this head secured, we're going to be adding some straps. So, this is the mounting system I recommend. To mount this, we're only going to be needing to make 4 holes into the helmet. To add these, just go to Add, Mesh and Cylinder. Now change the dimension to 0.54 centimeters. This is my recommendation for the size of the holes if you're going to be using the same mounting system as me. Now rotate it with R to bring it into a straight position. So from the top now we also want it to be looking good in this direction. So rotate it again until it matches this. With that, now we can extend it and make our first hole. Go into modifiers again and add the boolean modifier. Then click on this drop pin and select your cylinder. Apply it and you should have your first hole. We want 4 of these holes. To make it easier on us, what we're going to be doing is selecting the helmet and pressing Shift S and putting the cursor to select it. Then we're going to be getting our cylinder, clicking up here and selecting 3D cursor. Then go into edit mode, Shift D, then S, and Y to scale it on the Y axis and select -1. This is gonna mirror it on the other side. Now we're gonna do that for this side too. So select both, Shift plus D to duplicate them, right click to deselect. Then scale plus X for the X axis and -1 to mirror it. Now that we have the cylinders, you might think we're done, but we're actually not. Since we scaled them to be -1, they are gonna be a little bit scuffed. So what we just have to do is go into edit mode, select everything and press Shift plus N. This is just recalculating the normals to make the model work. Now we can boolean it and finally be done with our helmet. You did it! You're done with the second episode of this series. We've done some great progress on this, and next time we're gonna be adding animatronics already. I can't wait to see your creations with this tutorial, and I hope it helped you a lot. I'm gonna be seeing you in the next one, but for now, bye!